podcast.
Say that again for me, please. Episode what?
175.
Oh, it's like he was like 175. That nigga, what?
You need to redo it.
Allow you to reintroduce yourself.
Episode 175 of Clean Dishes Podcast. I hope everyone's doing well today once they hear this. Hey, Labor Day is Monday, huh?
Yep, that's what I'm saying. Trying to get that extra Blue Maven session in, bro. I'm saying, I ain't got it. What's the name or nothing? Ladies and gentlemen. You already know what it is. Mr. Fantastic bounce back like elastic don't melt because it's not plastic. Here with the one and only
Thomas.
A.K.A.
Mahogany Drake. My album just dropped. Certified Lover Boy. Certified Podcaster.
Okay. Certified Podcast Boy. I don't know how we're going to CPB. Like, okay.
Podcast and Poetry is the first song.
Podcast and Poetry is the first song. What's the next song?
The next song is, I was going to say Daddy's Home, if you know.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. You stupid.
Yeah.
Another one. But no, we here with Thomas, a.k.a. Tofu Tommy, a.k.a. It's Just Thomas, a.k.a. That's still a good one. I don't know why you don't use that.
Just
a.k.a.
Thomas.
Lawrence July.
That's my favorite one, too, Lawrence July.
Yeah, Larry June, Lawrence July, yeah.
We related by months. How you doing though? How's your week?
Week was good. This week was a little bit different than normal, but some people had left my department specifically. They're going back. They left our department, so we're back down to a 4-man team.
Got you.
So it was interesting to go back to that because now we're trying to figure out how we're going to maneuver, what we're going to do, what's the, just figure out that kind of stuff in the business, business world. But overall, it's been pretty good. Just trying to. Things are finally getting to a flow, which is kind of funny because that flow something always interrupts that flow with something.
Of course.
Right now, it's looking like with numbers going the way they're going, they're probably going to. I'm pretty sure it's going to have an effect on schooling.
You talking about COVID?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's going to have an effect because I see more and more. I see less and less students at school, at the physical school, and more students, those same students online.
I don't think that's going to happen.
What?
I think that they're going to keep it going just how it's been.
They may. I mean, you never know.
I think they should change it, but I think it's going.
Because I think what happens is if the numbers get bad enough, they'll just have, not so much from a COVID standpoint, but just from a school standpoint. We're gonna have to do it this way because I don't know. But anyway, I don't know where we stand at right now, so we're working on that and just kind of wait, doing what we have to do, but keeping that in the back of our heads. But overall, work has been good still. So doing my thing. Talked to some college people yesterday at
That's
some schools. I was thinking about going back a little bit.
You should. Hey, we talked about this before.
We talked about going back. Going back versus getting the certifications. And so I do still think the certifications is route to go, but it wouldn't hurt to go back and get that solid degree and have the certs and then plus the knowledge I'll pick up from being around my own peers and stuff like that would be kind of
facts. Why don't you do both?
That's one I would have to do. I would have to do both. Like you would just do.
I'm happy for you. That's my excited face. That's my excited. I can hide it though.
Yep. So yeah, that is what I think the route I'm going to be taking. I just got to figure out the time frame of when I want to go back. And so I ain't gonna lie. Every time I think of going back, the first thing I think of is homework and deadlines. I'm like, oh, I fucking hated that.
Did you hate school for that?
I never liked school in general.
Same here.
I never liked school. I didn't like college. I didn't like school.
I did like school. It just was like...
I didn't like school. I didn't like going to school.
I didn't like every subject.
I didn't like school. I remember seriously, I did not like school. I remember I did good in school. I did pretty decent in school, but I didn't like it. It was just I didn't like school. I didn't always dislike it, but I remember distinctively when I was in somewhere between 8th grade and 10th grade. I remember figuring out that I didn't have to do all the bullshit work they were making me do, and I would still pass.
Yep, according to a syllabus and a rubric.
Yeah, I was like, I don't have to do all the work because I was like, I think when in school, one of the things that sucked about school a lot of times was you would go through all this hard work, busting your ass, and some other person would not. They get a D, you get an A, but y'all sit in the same class together. And it's like, well, what was the point? If I'm doing all this extra, anyway, that's another story. But I just remember at some point in time I stopped in school, and I remember I was taking all the AP classes, all the other kids doing half the work and still getting good grades. And it was like, so at what point? Why I keep doing this? I just remember I think about 12th grade, I kind of gave up. I was like, fuck doing this shit anymore. I still went, but I was like, this is stupid.
I hate to say it, but you want to give up. 12th grade would be kind of like the route to
it's not that you give up. Like, you still go to school, you still do your work, but like I went from like never being late to being late like 42 times. I was late like 42 fucking times.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that.
I was like, because I just was like, what's the point? Like, I'm gonna get to school, I'm still gonna get the same grades the next nigga there that's there on time. The first class we had was a calculus AP. The teacher that was teaching it wasn't the greatest. No one was really learning that class. I was like, what's the point? Okay. So it was like, all right, I'm just gonna be late. I'm just gonna be late. I remember distinctly feeling like, yeah, this kind of sucks. Like, this shit kind of just sucks. Like, I just didn't like. It was, my school was far. I remember taking the bus all the time there, and it was just like it wasn't a terrible experience. I'm not saying it was terrible, but like it wasn't the highlight. Yo, remember high school? And it wasn't the highlight for me at all. Yeah. And so for me, it was like if I had to say was a yay or nay for me, it was more of a nay than a yay. Yeah. Doesn't mean you don't go to school. Doesn't mean you don't actually do some of at least do the work and apply yourself. But I would kind of regret not doing that and to a degree. But at the same time, I was like, my grades don't show that.
I mean, don't worry, bro. We don't have any teenagers listen to our shit.
Yeah, we do. And I work at school. Say like, oh. I remember when they asked about that school's cool. I was like, it was. I was like, yeah. I mean, I'm not. I just don't feel the same. Like, I mean, school now I think is more interesting now than it was then when I was going to school.
Yeah, like you talking about high school is more interesting.
I think because kids have more technology available. It's more. They have more options. Like a lot of our schools don't even have school on Friday. Like they do school 4 days a week. They have 4 days a week and they go like 8 to like 2, 8 to like 1 something. I'm like, what the fuck? Like when I was in school, you was there from like 7:30 to like 3:30 damn near.
Oh, I was wondering what the hell that noise was.
I mean, he's been talking on the podcast. No. Sorry if y'all hear that noise in the background. It sounds like what's like a shiner thingy or wax?
Oh, shiner thingy?
I couldn't think of a word else.
I don't know. A shiner thingy stuck in my head.
Not a buffer. What's it called when the thing like?
I thought it was like a wood grinder thing. That's oh my gosh.
A saw?
Yes. I thought
okay, there you go. Okay.
Saw, yeah.
I couldn't think of what else. I was thinking of buffing, but I was like, I don't think buffer or something like that. Let's say broken.
No.
I know, it sounds more like a saw than anything else.
Yeah, and the boy has a saw over there. He does a
seesaw? Do you seesaw?
The movie?
Yeah, see hi. No, but yeah, schools. So for me, school's always been like the papers, the this, the that. I don't like feeling like I don't like taking in a lot of useless information at times. Like I know I get the Instagram, I get on there, but even if you look at my Instagram and my things, there's some things on that's useless, but there's a lot more helpful and thought-provoking information going through my timeline than there is not, you know? Mm-hmm. And so for me, I don't like, although I watch anime, so that's the only subject, but I don't like taking in a lot, like having it to be forced to take in a lot of useless information. And then they'd be like, well, recite it again, put it on paper now. And it's like, the fuck? Like, I don't like that at all. I've never been a fan of that. That's why I say nowadays I think kids get more, have open range on their projects and stuff like that, how they do them, and like it's way different now than what it was when we was going to school, bro.
You think so? Well, I
look at it, like, yeah, it's they okay, you're gonna do a project, you gotta choose which how you represent it and stuff like that. Yeah, it's still a lot of reciting of information, but it's also they're also highly encouraged to be like to use your own words. Mm-hmm. You're encouraged to like
like format,
like do all kinds of things. Maybe don't do it standard paper. Maybe do like you build something, whatever it is. Like there's a lot of cool stuff. Now a lot of kids don't take advantage of it. And I definitely see that a lot of kids don't take advantage of it, and they barely pass. Like I'm like, damn. That's the one thing I would say. I didn't do all the work, but I did enough to still pass with a B. I still passed with B's and C's. Like actually, I had mostly B's and A's, and I had like maybe 2 C's. Mm-hmm. That was my report card on average, like A's, B's, and C's. You didn't really see no F's, no D's. Like that's the difference. So I still did a lot of work. I just didn't like. I usually just do everything. I would do a lot of all the projects I would do, tests I would do, obviously stuff like that. But when it came to a lot of homework, I would skip a few or do some here, or do some with a friend. You know how that go. I do questions 1 through 4. You do 5 through like 9, 10 or whatever. Whatever it was. Yeah. Stuff like that. We was doing all kinds of stuff. Where we did our homework together. Turn it in. But so school for me is like.
I mean, things like you said, you don't get the search, but I don't get the search no though.
Yeah, I think the search is definitely I think that it's definitely the cheaper route to go.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Significantly cheaper. My biggest problem for myself is making when I'm not in school. I would say my biggest problem is like I'll start to learn something. The second I find it boring, I'm off of it. Like the second it's boring to me, or I'm like I'm kind of off. I'm weaning off, and then like trying to have to force myself to sit down and do it. It's like. It's hard for me to just get into that situation, that setting, and just sitting down and be like, okay, take in everything off this page and I put it to paper.
Getting into that position of like getting back to that discipline of that's a
yeah, that shit. I was like, yeah, you've been out of school since you was like 21. It's 33 now. Like,
I'm not trying to get back into school.
And I'm like, and then for me, the biggest thing is finances. Like, just think about the money it's gonna cost you.
But it's gonna be beneficial in the long run though. You're gonna get that money back.
It could be, and it should be, but it ain't always. Because you see a lot of people go through school and do all this stuff, then you go for jobs and can't get one.
No, for the field that you're going into, it should definitely be.
Yeah, like for me myself, yeah. For me, like yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about you. I ain't talking about anybody else.
Yeah, for me, yeah, it would be beneficial to go through and do that. I think, but I do think and feel that because of the amount of experience I have now, just by getting search alone, I think I could achieve those same things.
Okay.
And then I would say this: I would definitely gain more knowledge going through the school, and then again the peers. It's the having that peer-to-peer action. I think would be the highlight of it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be like, oh yeah, because now it's like, okay, now you got other opportunities opened up to you to do certain kind of things on the side and stuff like that. And
you had to network more too.
Yes, I saw something about peer-to-peer.
Oh, you didn't say the word networks. I know what you're talking about.
I understand. The computer thing, you probably wouldn't. You thought P2P?
That's what peer-to-peer stands for.
Is that what it was?
All right. So, yeah.
What about you? What was your week like?
It was good. I've been sticking to my morning routine. I wake up, work out, I hit the shower, do like a half an hour to an hour of Spanish every morning. Then after that, I figure out what I'm gonna do for my day. So sometimes like I allocate like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour of playing a game. That gets like my fun time out the way, my recess. Then after that, it's like, all right, we gotta dedicate our day to like learning something, or like we gotta figure out what video we're gonna do so we can learn from that and so on and so forth. But today I applied to some video editing positions, so that'd be cool. Hopefully I can get something out of that.
Congratulations for taking that step forward, like, and doing it. I know before you was just like,
Yeah, just the understanding of like having faith in myself has never been my strong suit, which has always been like weird. But
I don't think that's weird. I don't think a lot of people have faith in themselves when it comes to things. Like there's things I should have done that I don't do and stuff. Like it's not weird to not have faith in yourself. I think it'd be weird to have a whole lot of faith in yourself. That's what I think.
You think so?
I think it'd be weird to be like, I know I can do this. You'd be like, I've never done it before. Like, nah. I'm like, oh, okay. Like I think I would actually find that more weird than to be like, I've never done it before. I'm skeptical. I'm not sure of myself. I think that makes more sense than to be like, just go. Like, you one of them dudes. I can skydive. Give me this parachute. Oh, it's broken. Like, oh shit.
I respect people that can do that on a safe level. Like, if it's just
like
you trying to skydive, you never skydived before. I'm like,
I got this. Yeah, because it was heart surgery. You be like, bro.
But if it's on top of like, yeah, I can do A, B, and C. Yeah. And it's like, you go to school for this, you gonna do this? Nope. I'm gonna figure it out. That might okay. Like,
yeah.
That I can respect.
I agree with that. I can agree with that mindset. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Yeah.
Cause like I seen people do it. I did it once, and like, and it's not that bad. It's just hard to push yourself. It's hard to push yourself in that zone of like I'm doing it. There's no like.
Yeah.
I did it once, and I was like, oh shit! Like I actually did it.
And it's funny because that's kind of the mindset you want to have. Is that's why. And it's just but you're so not used to that, and it's not bred into you that you could do whatever you want to do. That like you're not used to that. Like honestly, the only time I ever see people be like that is white kids. I put that on everything I love. When I see people be like, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, whatever you want to do, it's white kids.
Yeah.
I don't see too many black kids being like that. You might see it more so now, because they have the knowledge and the access and they're watching the things and the things that say you can do this, whatever you want to do. But growing up, there wasn't a whole lot of that. It was definitely, you was always refining these rules and like no matter what it was, whether you thought you could do it or not, like no, don't do that.
Right. Yeah, it was always growing up. It was always like no, you can't do this versus like you can do this.
Yeah, I think it wasn't so much that you can't. It was you could only.
Yeah.
That's why I got a lot of you could only do.
That's why you told me with King. I'm like every time we see each other, I'm always like you can do anything, put your mind to. You can do A, B, and C.
Yeah.
Like practice it, try it out. If you like it, cool. If you don't, then that's cool too. Just always make sure you try some shit.
Yeah, that's not, and it's not intentional. I don't think it wasn't an intentional thing. I think because a lot of times it came down to, I know for myself, when I was not allowed to do certain things, wasn't allowed to do it, so we couldn't afford for you allowed to do those things.
Yeah. And
that's what it really boiled down to a lot of times. But a lot of times, sometimes it's pride. So parents don't say, we can't afford that. They just be like, no, for X, Y, and Z bullshit reason. But in reality was like, I can't afford for you to do that. Because that mindset, that telling your child, I think honestly sometimes telling your child that it's not on my budget or it's not affordable right now, could change the mindset. Okay, get to the money. Like, how do I get to the back? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus them thinking that like, oh, I'm just not allowed to do this. Versus, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather my child think that, okay, I need to make sure I get to the bag when I get older.
Yeah, like if we had money, I could do this.
There's things I could do, things I could be doing if couldn't be doing. that would have changed my life forever. Now, had I been able to do them then, like, and I think that's
real shit. Honestly, you're not wrong about that. I definitely see how that can happen.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. So I think that's that is something that plays a big part in that. Not being told. So that's why it's so weird to hear somebody like, especially if you're black, being like, oh, I could do that. I'm like,
and like, if I'm being honest, that would be kind of foreign. If I definitely heard someone like, yo, I can do that. It's like, ain't you a plumber? Yeah, I don't mean I can't do the A, B, and C. But shit, you're right.
Yeah, I would definitely be skeptical of it. I would definitely be skeptical. I go front like really, you can do this? Like yeah.
The nigga in me want to see him do it though. The nigga like, you know, like, probably like, I don't believe this nigga. Let me see you do it.
You want him to. Everybody know this nigga look. It's the lips to the side of your face, like,
Hey,
You could do that.
Do it right now then.
Put the do it right now then. Then they do it, but oh shit, you little bitch.
Really did that shit.
Then you little bitch, cause you little bitch did that shit. Like what?
Shit.
Cuss him out like, oh, that little dumbass did that.
Might be the best ones like hella like name calling for some shit that you like did. It's like, oh,
and me and really being sincere about caring about you.
Yeah.
Like, really mean like, oh, that little bitch ass nigga did that shit, huh? Oh, that little bitch ass. Okay. We really would say that to you. You be like, what?
Little bitch ass is crazy. That's a
little
crazy
bitch
name.
ass. Like, yo, you right. And you be happy, like, you know, I did that shit. Like, you really possibly respond. Because you know it didn't mean hard. Like, they just be like, oh shit, like,
it's more of like, I'm in disbelief that you did that. I'm like, little bitch ass, but you call me a little bitch ass.
Like, that little bitch ass did that shit. You super reflective. Like, this little bitch ass did that. You be like, wow. Because
I realized that a long time ago. I was like, yo, like, when I'm in dismay about some shit, I'm like, ain't that about a bitch?
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Like, this motherfucker really? That's what you this motherfucker. You be like, wow.
It's not you, it's me.
It's not hard, bro, I swear. Respectfully. This motherfucker, respectfully. He really did this shit. Like, yo, that shit is crazy. It's funny, bro. That really is how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a picture.
I thought about it before, just like in the past, when it's like hitting you hard, it's like,
yeah, I've done that shit. Since why you can't dunk? I could dunk, bro. Oh, this bitch ass nigga really did dunk the ball, dog. Like, oh, this bitch ass nigga.
This little nigga right here really dunking. Okay.
Yep. Like, oh shit. Then you get the ultimate hater who no matter what you do, you still ain't shit. Like, okay, sir.
That's when you a hater.
Sir.
That's when you a hater.
Sir, buddy.
Right.
This nigga gonna hate me laughing like you right, dog.
Oh, you saw me do it, dog.
I had to throw shade somehow. Like,
wow. You do it on 1 foot though. Like, alright.
Yep. Try to challenge you, you fail. But you can't do it at all. Like, oh, what you say, nigga? They try to fight you.
Man.
Yeah, that's all of the story. But anyway, yeah, dog. So yeah, that's funny.
It is. It's funny because it's true as shit.
Yeah, because it really be out of love though. Speaking of out of love, really love. We watch that. Oh.
Really love. Go ahead. All right, here you go.
Because it's so ignorant, bro. Like, I really got nothing after that. I was like, yo, really love. Like,
I got you. So we decided to watch Really Love on Netflix. Directed by Angel Kristi Williams. Written by Felicia Pride and Angel Kristi Williams. Starring Kofi Siriboe. Hey, help me with his next name.
Siriboe.
I'm not the best at reading my G, but I know that's not cerebral. Yootha Wong-Loi-Sing.
I think it's Kofi Siriboe. Or Kofi. It's probably Kofi Siriboe.
Kofi Siriboe?
I think it's Siriboe.
I like the way it sounds.
Yeah, I'm going with that. Yootha Wong-Loi-Sing.
Uzi Aduba?
Aduba.
Aduba, my bad. Micheal Ealy, Suzzanne Douglas, and Blair Underwood.
That was Blair Underwood. I couldn't think of this nigga name.
I couldn't either. It's like, you know who it is, but you can't think of his name.
I was like, who is this nigga? Like, I could not think of it.
And it's disrespectful, but it's not. Because he likes some hella nigga roles. But, like, real respect to Blair Underwood. Yeah. And rest in peace to Suzzanne Douglas. She did pass away.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
I think that was like the last role she did.
Probably, yeah. If I remember when she passed and when she did, that was probably about it.
It definitely. So, a young parent finds a muse studying to be a lawyer and they gravitate towards one another. But what happens when love gets in the way of the art?
Okay.
Oh, you think that's corny?
That was good.
Alright, I'm glad.
Why would I say that was corny?
You think everything I do is corny, dog?
That's what that say. I'm a hater then.
You're not a hater. You don't think everything I do is corny. But
that's it. Wow, he's looking at you like this. Like,
yeah, I do.
You're like, okay, fuck him. First of all, fuck you respectfully.
Anytime I try to do some shit like outside of a box, you like, nah.
It's because the first time you initially did, like when you first did the whole, you put some sauce on there, bro. There was ketchup, mustard, and lettuce on there. It was a sauce.
Oh my god.
You put sauce on there.
What I do? I did the courtesy. According to you, I hit my hand on my chest, bow, threw my armor out to cover up my chest, took a knee, and was like,
so you remember. And he said,
honor be to our King and Lord. And you I'm like, yo, I ain't do none of that.
That's true. No, but the first thing you did, you was like, I'm gonna do this from now on. And he was like, and you did do this. You tapped your heart twice.
Double tap.
I swear you was like, reboot. And I was like, oh shit. The little cube came down from the sky. Y'all don't get that reference. Y'all don't get that reference. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. It's the King of Dishes podcast. Drop a bomb for Fred one time. Like, what? Where's this going? Y'all was talking about love. Y'all dropping gangster bombs over love?
Oh, shit. I'm done.
Oh, man, said reboot. That was a shit, though. Remember that?
That was a good show.
It was in the middle of their chest.
Did they double tap?
Yeah, they would. I think they boom, boom. They press it because they would activate.
I don't know. They secure double taps on the chest now.
You did double tap. You used to do like this.
I may not have had double.
The first time you did use like this, and you did, but you said blessings.
All right.
And you was like, I'm gonna keep doing that, and I was like.
I said I think I'm gonna start doing that. And you was like,
no. That's corny, bro. That's corny. Because you announced that you was going to start doing it rather than just start doing it.
I realized that's what people
I'm like, bro, like, you just do it. Like, let that shit happen.
No, because, like, it's something that you gotta ingrain in your brain. That's some honorary shit. It's the honorable shit, dog. Here you go. As men, we all should reach to be honorable and legendary in our own right. So I'm saying, like, the hell,
that's why the kings used to curtsy like you did and stuff.
Yes, I want to put that in my repertoire. I can't say I'm gonna put that in my. I'm gonna start doing that. I can't say that. I'm so sick.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? So just leave by action, you know what I'm saying? Just do it. Like, oh, that's kind of catchy. I like that. Like, oh, blessings, you know what I'm saying? Blessings, bro. That's when you did that. That was cool. You was like,
what?
So I was like, okay, I fuck with that.
When did I?
You did that a couple times. You was like, blessings. I was like, okay, I fuck with that. That's cool. The first time you did it, I swear to God, you was like 1, 2, and then you like bowed your head. So I'm gonna say this. I was like, nigga, this ain't a play. Like, just do it. Like, it's improv. Just go. It's improv, just go, dog. Life is improv, just go.
That's real shit.
My next line is double tap, bow.
I don't do all that. I feel like if you gotta think about it, that's when it's bad. If I didn't think about like
double tap, bow, and said blessings. I swear you remember my Lord. I was like, what?
If I was like, oh shit, I forgot. Like, yeah, corny. I'm just like, yo, like, greetings, how you doing?
You gotta do double.
How to do a double, bro? This one time is good.
Blessings, 2 syllables, 2 taps.
I don't say blessings when I do it.
Like, bro, what is you doing? See how I did that? You see how I did it? Like, oh, okay, you gonna get yourself heart palpitations doing all that shit. Like, sir.
No, but really love. Like, how'd you like this film?
I like love films.
Yeah.
I'm a goofball for like love films, bro. Like,
are you really?
I am. They told me we didn't watch love film. I was like, yo, this is pretty good. This is pretty dope.
You never talk about rom-coms like that.
You're not gonna call every love film a rom-com, dog. You gonna stop that? That's ends today. This ends, bro. We could be watching a Jackie Chan movie. There will be one single kiss, but it's a rom-com. I'm like, nigga, no. You don't see the slasher in the background with a knife? He go, oh, shit.
He gonna love too.
What's that?
He got jokes too. It's written on his blade.
I got killer jokes.
I got not jokes.
I got killer jokes. Like, oh shit.
Nah, but I do need to stop saying rom-com. Cause like,
you be saying on everything, bro. Not every movie you watch was a rom-com. It'd be a documentary about nothing. You'd be like, this rom-com is okay.
Hidden, bro.
Like, nigga, what?
It's a doc, my G. It's a true crime doc at that. But just in case y'all didn't know, not every romance is a rom-com.
Bro, this dude loves saying rom-com. I get it, because it is like, rom-com, it's cool to say. But you be like, you know some things like I just talk about how things just roll off, you improv it.
Yeah.
You could take that off the list.
Okay.
You don't gotta improv rom-com. Like,
I feel like that person just learned a new word and you can't stop saying it. Even Mary, like if you use it in the right context or not, you just throwing that shit out there.
But hey, pass me some of that ketchup in that rom-com. What? Right there.
Oh shit.
The napkins? No, but it was I like in Love and Basketball. Like, I get all like, oh shit, like when they come over, I do. I'm like, yeah, I like these songs. Cause there's something about because I haven't experienced that level of love like they be having, where they just be like, yo, like,
that shit gonna be real, bro.
Either or, whether it be real or not, it's the idea that you get to see it and witness it. It's like, that's kind of dope. And so I was kind of cool, like, oh yeah, like, especially when you see the real things, the little looks, and they'll be like, when she'd be looking at him and she'll be saying nothing, be eyeing him or something, and he be eyeing her, fuck up.
They do, yeah.
I'd be like, in that kind of shit, like, oh shit, because you know in your head, what would you do in a situation? You'd be like, oh yeah, I'll probably be like, you know what I'm saying? Tap my chest twice and say blessings.
There you go.
That, y'all, I mean, take her to go see a rom-com, and then, you know what I mean? Take her to see a rom-com, and there's blessings after that, you know, so.
You're done. No, keep going. Say something. No.
I'm just saying what you say.
No, because then your train of thought. Well,
that's not what you say. You don't say rom-com and blessings.
I'm mad. He said, "Yo, it's blessings after that." No.
Maybe it's blessings after that. Maybe she blesses you.
Cause after that, it's nothing but a baby being made. I feel like I feel like watching really love would definitely make you have a baby. I ain't gonna front. You like, I ain't going out tonight.
With the vision playing in the background. Oh shit! Yeah, she's pregnant. There was a part where that happened. Something happened. They both said some like real some real loving things to each other. Like something real oh, that's real romantic. And I was like, oh yeah, she gonna go pregnant. Like, I forget what it was. There was something that she said that he responded. And I was like, oh yeah, she gonna be pregnant with this. That shit was crazy. Oh no, they saw each other for the first time after they like split up.
Yeah. And
she was letting them beat or whatever. I was like, yeah.
Apparently, spoiler alert. Watch out.
Oh my bad, spoiler alert. I mean, this movie came out what, 2020?
It did, which surprised me. But so what I didn't know was it came out 2020 in SXX Tricky. SXSW, that's what it was.
I was like, a snowboarding game, nigga. What the fuck? South by
Southwest. That's when it really came out. And they won. I think they won 2 or 3
Wait,
awards.
What?
Huh?
No, y'all not listening.
No, for real. South by Southwest is a film festival. That's when the movie premiered.
I thought South by Southwest was a music festival thingy.
That too, nigga. I don't know.
Wait.
Hold on, nigga. The computer in front of you. Google it.
What you talking about to do?
My bad. I'm sorry. I'll calm down. I'll calm down. I'm listening, bro.
Ah, shit. You started without a listen, bro. I thought South by Southwest was a show, like a music show. They do
live show on the South Side, bro. That's all I know. No, so what I saw is on IMDb. So I think that they won 2 awards. One was for Kofi Siriboe. Siriboe. I think he got an award for his performance. Yeah, I think that they got the director got an award for their writing. I think they was.
Oh, it's a combination of stuff. It's just a big ass festival. It does include film. You're right. I mean, it's an annual conglomeration. That's a big word. Conglomeration of parallel film, interactive media, and music festivals and conferences organized jointly to take place in mid-March in Austin, Texas, United States.
That's what's up.
North America.
As you know, that's like a big deal too.
Oh yeah, I knew that. I didn't realize it was. I just remember always hearing about the music aspect of it. I didn't know that they did. I didn't know it was like a festival.
Like a conglomerate shit.
Yeah, conglomeration.
It's fun. I always hear the opposite. I always hear the other one. Like I hear some more for the movies than the music. But because honestly, it's you both.
Yeah, I don't. It's always heard about Southwest not even ready. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Damn, now I kind of want to go.
I've been wanting to go.
Like I wouldn't want to go if it was just the music. I just want to film it on. I'm like, I kind of want to go.
I feel like if I go, I'll probably never sleep. I'll probably that 3 or 4 days, I would not be sleeping.
Nah, I'm gonna get my sleep in.
Nah,
I'll sleep on somebody's back. My knees. Stand up with my head on somebody's back like that.
That'd be crazy. Grown ass man on somebody else's back.
I fell asleep like that one time on the lady's at the airport. Fell asleep on her shoulder. Using the plane. I was like. She's like, don't wake him. Talk to her husband. I was like, shit.
What? Talk to her husband? She said that? I know, that's crazy. No, wake that little nigga up.
Oh, chill, nigga. No. Chill, nigga, with some blanket.
Really love is really good. I honestly, I was like impressed, but I'm biased. So I want to do something like this. I've been writing.
Hate on that shit, then, dog.
I'm not gonna do that.
Tear it down.
Fuck. I've been trying to write. I've been trying to write a script with like this type of mindset in mind. That boy dying laughing.
That's so fucked up. Wow.
And So like when it first started off, I felt like it was kind of slow a little bit. But I realized like, man, I'm kind of hating. Cause I remember you heard me, I was like, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, and I asked you what you want to tell me what it was.
Yeah.
I was like, alright. I was like, you must be a hater, huh? And you was like, I ain't gonna.
But no, I ain't gonna say it.
It's alright.
And so I was like, no, I was trying to just enjoy it, just enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like everything has to be a learning experience. You ain't gotta pick apart everything. But no, I thought it was pretty good. Like they sped up the pacing, but also it sped up in a good way of like, let's get straight to the meat and bones of like their love life.
I felt like the pacing was good.
Since then, that's why I was like, I know I was getting to the point I was nitpicking. I was like, let me just enjoy what it was.
Because I felt like that's a realistic way, like how they kept meeting, like that. Well, how things went.
Yeah.
I didn't want to give too much away, but obviously it's called really us, so obviously they had to meet. But the fact that like how it went, and they met, and then like things went on, and they met again, whatever. They kind of go from there. I thought that was because if anything, I thought at one point the pacing was cool, and then it kind of escalated.
You think so?
Because my moment it was like cool, and now they have.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant though. My bad. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, and if I get escalated kind of quickly, like okay, like one minute it was going like it was like a love movie, like we met, we don't know each other like that. We had that moment of definitely with some flirtation or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We both keep it pushing, but it's like I'm always like I'm gonna remember I'm gonna remember this girl, and she will remember this dude type thing. I think that's dope. And then like they came back around again, and they met, and it was like I was like, yeah, love.
Yo, I love how you said a lot, but you didn't say nothing. It's like, yeah. It's like, yes, I don't say that's how it went.
Yeah, I was like, okay. Sometimes I give it away when I give it away.
Yeah, like without me saying the actual script, nigga, this is exactly.
Yeah, and I think that I always think that's dope. I like movies when they capture those moments of like me caught up in you, you caught up in me type thing. Like where they're not saying anything but just looking, and you can see it in their eyes. You're just like, yo, I'm really like.
See, it's my problem with some romance movies, bro. I caught myself relaxed.
I was stretching my nose with my fist.
It's like people don't do that no more, bro. Like it should be fake, but it's good.
People don't do what no more?
Like just looking into each other's eyes, bro. Just get lost in them. People who gonna talk too damn much. Like shut the fuck up and just look at me sometimes.
That depends on how you meet people.
Oh God, no. Like only people that still do that is like older people. They be like, man, like girl, I just see the skies and the moon. I look in your eyes. Like nowadays, people just want to quote future lyrics and shit.
You, that's you.
I quote when it need to be, bro. But like for the most part, I be making my own poetry.
This nigga describing himself on the podcast and gonna try to incriminate.
No, I don't. Just that you said I was corny because I was laid up with someone and shit. About some shit happened a long time ago. You was like, yo, you corny as hell why you did that shit.
No. That's not the conversation. We're not gonna have it on the air. We're not gonna have that because you're gonna play yourself. You're gonna play yourself on the air. How you not?
Alright, say it what I was saying.
Exactly. Because you know what was said to you know what said no nothing you know who. Let's keep that between me and you. Yeah, I say come on now. Don't do that.
Nah, you like you sound corny, dog. But like, that's how you said shit. Like people don't look at romance movies anymore and learn from it, dog. I look at shit and be like, yo, I'm putting that shit down my notepad. I mean, I be trying to jot all them shits now.
I say, that's why you got.
Like, what she say? Alright, bet I'm gonna start saying that shit. Hey, girls ain't like, some romance, they be have some good lines. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, a good line is always you a sucker for anything that's poetic. Like if it's poetic, like if she described a red car without using the word red, you be like, ooh.
Hey yo, I fuck with that for real.
You be like, wow. Like even with Thanos, you be like, wow. This because it was a poetic motherfucker like that. Like this was.
I'm so paranoid now about being corny. I know I'm not, but
that's not corny though. It's real. I was like, fuck what you got. Like it's corny because you be like.
The way you like, wow. I'm like, oh my head.
No, but it is a wild thing. Like you're like, wow, like that's kind of cool. Like because it's so different.
You don't know
what?
If a girl say shit like, it's like girl hit you up and was like, they said girl calls you right, and she's like, you like yo, like what's up? She's like, nah, just missing your smell, missing your scent, missing having you near me. You like, oh shit, alright, then what's up? You just like your energy be like beyond 100%. You be like, oh shit.
Yeah, okay. What the hell do what we talking about?
That's how I be feeling, bro. I was like, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't think.
And I be agreeing with you. I'm literally agreeing with you.
I thought you was attacking me. My bad. No, you don't want you attacking me though. I ain't know.
That's different. You know when I'm attacking you. Like you know when I'm attacking you.
I thought I was in the prosecution chair. My fault.
Why was you in the prosecution chair? Why do you think you'd be in the prosecution chair this time?
I don't know, man. I'm a sucker for love. Called me one time and he was like,
he called the future lyrics. He sucker for love my ass. Like,
Aren't we all searching for love? We just hurt men. Don't high five that.
Yes, right on air so everybody can see you.
Pac hit me up one time. He was like, "What you won't do for love." He said, "You try everything, but you won't give up." Damn, Pac, you right. I'm mad at you. Just like
I'm giving you all the credit when credit's due, bro. I'm like, go ahead, Pac.
oh shit. That's what Pac told me.
Pac told you that.
Yeah.
Not somebody else, but Pac.
Pac.
Okay.
Then he was like, "You was sucking for love," and I was like, "Oh shit."
It's Pac. Okay.
All right, serious question.
All right. No, so attention question. I'm saying I do like love movies. I think
Yeah.
those level of loves. I like those. We just met, and it's not realistic. And like a lot of it isn't realistic.
Mm-hmm.
There are aspects of it that are real that do still happen. That I think are pretty dope.
This is the closest it got to like real love movie.
Yeah.
I thought.
Oh yeah. Especially with the way the movie progresses and how things and how the movie ends. I think that's a very realistic way of how things.
Don't get me started on that end.
I think that was dope. I was like, oh.
You like the ending?
Yes.
I think that the ending was cool, but I think that like a lot of it, some part of it was missing because we are men, and I think that like we need that like finality of things. I think that
closure.
Yeah, that a solid like, oh yeah, he got her after that. Like he officially got her after that.
I think for me the reason it made that dope was that we don't have, because now we have to, in this aspect it's not always cool, but in this aspect it was cool because we're forced to use our imagination. We're forced to come up with like, did they make it through? Did they go through the whole situation and be cool after that, or did they try it, didn't work, or what happened?
Don't leave shit to me because my idea of love sometimes is jaded. I was assuming she went back home. She was like, "That's dope," and went back home.
But yeah, yeah. And I think that's also dope because we could both see the same thing and think, no, I think this. What do you think? What do you think would have happened with they? It's right. 3 years from now. Where are they? It's 3 years. Actually, no. First, ask your question. You were going to ask. You said
no. My question deviates from what we're talking about. But,
okay.
All right. So what do I think happened after? What do I think happened after she saw what she saw? I go from there, and then I answer a question of like, what do you think happened 3 years from now?
Let's just do 3 years from now.
Straight 3 years. Okay.
Yeah. So if you go after what she saw, you're gonna give away too much. So let's just go 3 years from now. 3 years from now.
3 years from now. Trying to think if I want to take this.
And be honest with yourself. Be honest with where would you take this? It's you. It was you in the movie.
Like this is me in the movie?
It was you in the movie. It's you in the movie. Where does that go?
Damn. The movie is based off of me too. That's the crazy part.
Okay, never mind.
I didn't say that time I was in DC?
Tell me the time you was in DC.
Oh, so I was a painter, right? And I found me a muse.
You was a painter in the ass. That's what you was.
And she was a lawyer. And I was like, dang, are you a lawyer? She's like, yeah, that's crazy. I'm in DC and I'm a painter. That's crazy.
You said, do you need representation? That's all she said?
Oh, that's crazy. No, 3 years. I think that I think that they are still in love. They have a happy relationship. Nah, keep the butt. She probably went home.
She went back home, you think?
Yeah, she went home.
That's
if I'm being completely honest, I think she went back home.
Okay.
And I know it's like kind of pessimistic, but it's not.
It's a possibility. We don't know, because the way.
And the reason I think she went back home is the idea of security, and also the story that mom told her too.
Yeah, I think
she didn't. She wasn't like, "Oh, I regretted that." No, she was like, yeah.
When did she go back home right away, or you think she like went home right away and stayed away, or you think she went home?
After the event, she went home. Like I don't know why she was in town. Honestly, she probably came.
He told her about the thing.
Oh yeah. So she came there for that then.
Yeah, she came there for that.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, she probably was like, I'm going back home.
If I'm being 100 with you, I think similar. I think what he thought was what he was thinking was going to be the piece to bring us back was actually the piece that was actually going to be the thing to bring them back. Was going to bring her back, but only for closure. Does that make sense? I think that's what happened. I think it ends up being the thing that, like, because he falls back into the routine. He is where he wants to be now.
Yes.
And But the thing about where he is, him being where he wants to be, he has to sacrifice something.
Yeah.
And so he throughout the movie you kind of see you see what he sacrifices, and unfortunately with those things being sacrificed, she no longer can fit in to his desires. Right, it fits in there, and so I think at that point in time she understands that, and I think she sees like the things that's going on, and she realized like this lifestyle it won't work. It just won't work. I think ultimately, I think the same way you do. I think we just
like what we had was precious and magnificent
right.
and crystallized in time, but
yep. But like you will always be part of me.
But you can't be me.
Yeah, but you can't be with me. Like you know what I'm saying. You probably won't be able to be with me. Like you know what I'm saying. Like even though we part ways, you will be part of me.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what's going to happen. If I was to put mine, I think in a couple years that's what would have happened.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because even after everything that's said and done, things were going back to the way they were, and that was kind of like that's why that's
exactly
not
why we ran to
yeah. And so it was like nah. I was like that's not it. It's a definitely to me. It's this idea of it, like not everybody that's in your life is meant to always be in your life. Sometimes
that sucks, bro. That really sucks.
Sometimes people are just meant to be there for you got a certain amount of time. You played your support character role, or you played the main character role, whatever it was. You're part of the story. You're part of my story with you when it is over now, and then I move to the next chapter. And
that still hurts though. Sometimes part of me wishes I can keep everybody in my life. But I know that's not possible.
It's not feasible. Like it's just not.
We got cell phones and we got social media. Like
even then, they'll be there to be reached out to and talked to. But even they're still not part of your life. Like just because we talk and make you part of my life like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's true.
Like we don't interact beyond a text. We don't interact beyond conversation. Like a conversation here and there. Like there's nothing beyond that. Like it's really part of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like realistically, it's like. You know, so I was like, I get it. And sometimes you don't want that. Because although that person in this moment in time when you know them is great, in another chapter,
anybody complete monster.
Like yo. In their book.
I know, but still.
In their book, bro.
I know, but still.
You read Joker's version of Batman on some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like.
Totally true.
That's the crazy, like. So I was like, yeah, I get that. And I've learned that there's people that, like, I don't have a super large. I know a lot of people, but there's certain people I kept around and interact with daily, regular basis, stuff like that. And there's people I don't interact with like that.
Yeah.
And they understand, they get that. And
some do, some don't.
Yeah, they understand, they get that. Those that don't. That's why they're not there. Like you know what I'm saying? Like like you get it. So
It's funny when I talk about this movie. I always have the soundtrack for when Beagle Street, if Beagle Street could talk. I always have that beat in my head.
I don't remember that one. That's about.
It's a certain horn melody that's like in my head. I can't do it because it's gonna be loud. But
do it.
Don't encourage me to do some bullshit, bro.
Why?
Because I'm the only one doing bullshit. You don't.
I be doing bullshit all the time. Look. See, your turn.
All right, so the melody goes. You know, I won't play it for later on, but it's like it's really.
My phone go off, nigga. What the fuck was that? Ringtone? That actually might be a hard ringtone. Actually,
it is honestly. It's with a horn. I had to find it. It's on the soundtrack. It's on the OST. It's really the soundtrack.
Beagle Boy? What did you say? Beagle Street. You said Beagle Street?
Yeah, Beagle Street could talk. It's based off the book that James Baldwin wrote.
I didn't read that book.
I didn't either. But it's a movie that comes from something else.
I ain't seen that movie either.
Really? I mean, you didn't, because if you heard it, you'd be like, yeah, I'm in love now.
Alright.
Because that
no, hearts came out my head. I was like,
alright.
Turned to a heart emoji, like.
What city would you want to fall in love in? And why, of course?
Phoenix, that's where I live.
No, you can travel to that place.
Oh.
The nigga, I swear to God, dog.
Yo, you asked me a logical question, I gave you a very logical answer.
No, I said, what city would you want to fall in love in? So that means you taking you out, we're unrooting you from wherever you are, you can pick a city that you want to fall in love in.
And I got, like when I fall in love there, am I living there? Or I just have to be there and I fell in love?
You live there. You like this is your story. Your love story starts in that city. My hip. Again, oh. So what are you thinking? Mine's would probably be state would be pretty much be California. I think it would be like LA area.
You're bugging because I was gonna say San Diego.
Are you really?
I was gonna say San Diego and everything. I was gonna say San Diego.
Something about LA's like atmosphere and like just the way it's always painted for the most part. Mm-hmm. It just seems romantic in a sense. It just something about it just feels like I feel like you being there and you do certain shit, you gonna be fly. Like the world just looks like different in LA.
I feel like honestly for me, any place with a nice beach. Real talk. Like for me, San Diego, because I've been to San Diego like one time. And I've always wanted to go back and never did. Like not like, oh my God, it's just I like to go back again, just explore it a little bit more. But I remember the feeling of San Diego, LA, Santa Monica. Like I remember how that felt. I remember how it smelled. I remember that. And so like I think I relate a lot of happy memories stuff like that to San Diego. Mm-hmm. So for me, San Diego is a place that I could definitely see myself being there and end up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, when I was on the beach, like, I mean, like, yo.
Somehow you found yourselves on the beach.
Somehow, like, I mean, swim good. I was trying to run in the ocean, to swim for something bigger than me, and then she came along to help me. You know what I'm saying? I was swim good.
But what about Paris?
Never been. Couldn't tell you.
I never been either, but like.
No, for me, I'm gonna say no. I ain't never been. I don't know what it smell like. I don't know what it tastes like. I don't know nothing about Paris to really be like, oh yeah, I can do that. Like. It sounds good. I mean, that's why everybody else does it, so it makes sense to me. But you can go there just like shit the whole time. You go, oh fuck, like really, like it smell like wee wee. That's why you're always saying it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying. So I can't say that for sure. It would have to be somewhere either Philly, somewhere here in Arizona, or San Diego.
Use your imagination, my nigga. Like
I mean, or New York. I can see New York happening.
I can't do.
So many people in New York. I can see that happening.
No.
My big ass was buying a hot dog at a stand, you know what I mean? It was late night. I was buying a hot dog at a stand or buying some oxtail somewhere.
You buying late night hot dogs is crazy.
Hey, I'm from the carts.
I'm gonna buy them late night. Those fresh?
Yeah, they come outside at the club or something time of times. Are you out there? I mean, I wouldn't be out there that late anymore anyway, so. But it's just, it'll sleep. You can get anything anytime.
That technically is true, but I don't feel comfortable eating a hot dog.
I'm just saying food. The idea is you're getting food. I'm getting some food.
Say that. Don't say hot dog.
Okay, I'm getting a kanish. I'm getting a kanish.
Are they open like that though?
I'm about to punch you in your head. Oh my God. They wouldn't be open probably, but like, I'm not late night getting a quick bite.
Pizza.
Quick bite. Get a slice. We say, you know, in New York we say a slice. We're getting a slice. We're getting a slice. I'm getting a slice from New York. You know, a slice.
Okay,
sir, calm down.
I'll let you ride.
No, I need you. Tell me to calm down. Like
no, that don't work. That don't work with you. No.
Why don't it?
I'm not telling you to calm down for shit.
Why?
Because you just turn up anyway. No.
How? He's like, nigga, you're the podcast.
Fred, I know you for more than 5 years.
So you understand? Calm down. Exactly. So look, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, look.
Tell me a story in New York, how you fell in love in New York.
Oh, no. Honestly, I just was probably getting some food and saw some girl. She was working there. I was like, oh, shit. And I talked to her here and there, whatever. Never said too much to her. And then one day I just had to go, like, no, man, I'm going to talk to her a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And she was like, yeah, we should link up. And I was like, all right. It was the Alicia Keys girl from that one she had a coffee shop.
Shitty, man. Did old boy order like some tuna fish with some coffee or some shit?
Ew.
That's
yeah, he's bugging. And she was about to bang this dude? Oh, fuck.
But you remember when he ordered and she was not tripping about that shit at all.
What was that? What was you saying?
In that song you talking about?
I swear he
ordered something crazy, bro. Look at the lyrics. I promise
you. She ordered coffee. I swear.
No, he ordered Most Def ordered some nasty nigga shit, and she thought shit was sexy, bro.
That was Most Def?
Yeah, Justin Bay. He ordered some shit out of the border. I was like,
on the song or in the video?
In the video.
There's a video for that?
Yes. What song you talking about?
The one you're talking about. And she's like, no, I saw you the other day. She calls him.
Yeah, it's a video for that. You ever seen the video for that? Oh my god.
Damn, I'm watching the video right now. And shit, like, oh, should we go to podcast? I forgot there was a podcast going on. Oh, we gotta check that out then.
No, you gotta check that. I said that shit so many times.
He did not order tuna fish in a coffee.
He ordered some crazy. Go to genius.com and look up lyrics to that song. He ordered some crazy shit and she
what's it called again?
Ooh, wait, we singing. Only part I remember is don't remember the name of the song.
You don't know my name.
There it is. Dang.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I realized I've forgotten more songs than I remember, bro. I've forgotten more songs than most people know.
But I think if you forgot the song, you had to know them.
Oh yeah, I know.
So that's cool. Like that means you remember that you at one point had a lot in your head.
Oh god.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
Tell me what that man ordered. He ordered some crazy shit, bro. It was not
he
no
don't
like.
know what he's doing to me. Got me crazy.
No, go to the phone call. He's like, yeah, I remember how I used to order tuna fish with extra relish and coffee on the side.
No. Say, I want to just go ahead and call this boy. Hello, can I speak to Michael? Oh, hey, how you doing? I feel kind of silly doing this, but this is the waitress from the coffee shop, the coffee house on 39th and Linux. You know the one with the braids. Ha! Okay. Yeah, well, I see you on Wednesday all the time. You come in Wednesday lunch break. I think you always order a special with hot chocolate, and my manager. You always order the special with hot chocolate, and my manager be tripping and stuff, talking about we gotta use water, but I always use some milk. Because I think he kind of sweet. He's like, you want this dick though? What? No, he don't say that.
He don't say nothing, bro.
Anyway, you always got some time. Nigga, it's nothing about no tuna fish.
No, it's ordering a tuna. No, he ordered something, dog. He ordered some real fishy shit, dog. I promise you. It's probably in the video. We have to find out. We have to crack this case, my nigga. I promise you, he ordered some crazy shit.
All right, type the word fishing and
what comes up?
Nothing.
All right, we'll have to see that video again.
Thomas, at least in the lyrics here.
I may be wrong because I thought I was in the lyrics. But he ordered the special. What's the special?
He says you always order the special. But because anyway, now Cuff's trying to.
They don't have the ad-libs, and the ad-libs she yells out, tuna fish. Patty milk.
That nasty salmon. It's like, oh, he said patty milk. This nigga ugly. It's like, yo.
What's a patty milk?
You just like cheese and
cheese and mushrooms. What's in a patty milk?
I thought patty milk was just like meat and cheese. Yeah.
I never had a patty milk.
Let me see.
I just always heard the name of it.
I thought a patty milk was like meat and cheese.
Just meat and cheese?
I thought it was something meat and cheese. Patty milk consists of ground beef patty with melted cheese. Yeah. With caramelized onions, 2 slices on grilled bread. It's unclear.
Let's call that shit a fucking grilled cheese sandwich or some shit. Call it like.
Well, it's got meat in it.
A cheeseburger.
But it's not a cheeseburger because it's not the same. So it's a patty milk. Come here.
Nah, bro.
Come here. That's a snack. That's snack. Come here.
Nah. So, all right. So I don't want to hear a description of how you fell in love in New York though, but it's whatever.
There was no description. I'm saying in general, like that. There was like, yo.
He's at a hot dog stand.
I was at a hot dog stand. She was working there. Her name's Esmeralda. I was like, oh,
we're not. We're not doing this. We go to the next topic.
Esmeralda.
So.
But.
Oh yeah, you had these ones say. Okay, go ahead. My bad. I forgot. Yeah.
All right, so there was some things in that movie that I was like, holy shit.
Okay.
That these are for sure spoiler alerts I want to get into.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my best to spoil them as least as possible. But it's not gonna work, so just bear with me. But I actually had to write them down. That's how crazy it was. I was like, okay, sorry.
Okay.
Well, first thing was something you bought. You said a man moving in as a woman.
Oh.
And so you actually said that, so I wrote it down. Cause that's interesting. I
mind your business, niggas. Like right. Nah, so a man moving in with a woman sets a bad precedent. He's sure to get kicked out.
Showing up here.
It's not. I'm joking, but I'm serious at the same time because of that. It's like, granted, it could go either way. Like a woman can move in with a man, and a man can kick her out. But if you're a respectable man, you're not gonna do that. Now, let's say a man do some dumb shit. That's not about cheating. He's just some dumb nigga shit. He said some wrong words. A woman can kick that dude out and like not think nothing of it and be like, oh, he back here Tuesday. If you kick me out the house, I'm not moving back in. I'm just gonna stay wherever. I'm to my hobo ass outside, and I'm gonna find somewhere else. I'm gonna get me a cardboard box. I'm gonna order something off of Amazon that's hella big, and I'm gonna live in that cardboard box.
With her credit card, I hear that.
I mean, if you go there for her.
Nigga, no.
It's my moving out gift.
Damn. Or technically, it's your housewarming gift. Yeah, that's your housewarming gift.
It's a 2-for-1. I got me a gift and I got me a cardboard box.
Yup. You got a house and a gift.
Yep. So it's like,
Thanks for the crib, bitch. Like that.
So like, no, like for me, it would, cause I'm kind of old school in that sense. Like the idea of me moving in with a woman, I wouldn't be like, I'm just happy with. If we move together into a new spot, that's cool.
Right, because again, you guys are moving in together, and y'all. I kind of, from my mentality, I agree with your logic. I thought the same thing. I was like, yeah, no, there's something about me doing that, but I just wouldn't feel comfortable with that.
No.
I wouldn't feel comfortable with putting somebody in that, because I feel like that's a version of a sense of control to me, and I don't feel comfortable doing that. Like I would not be comfortable like giving somebody that sense of control. Like, if you're a landlord or whatever, even then. But if you're a girl, like not like I just don't. Some people think that's sexist or that's pig-headed. I'm like, no, it's not. It's the idea of you could get mad at something I said on some real shit. Like, I know it sounds petty as shit or whatever. Some of us like, if you decide you mad at, you just pissed off at something I did, something I know is pissing you off, and you haven't talked to me about it or whatever, but you just big mad about it and decide to kick me out, I have to just go. Yeah. I'm just out of there. And you might decide to let me back in or not, but I don't want to be at your whim of being like, when you decide to have me there, and when you decide not to, because you're all over the place with it, because something I did, something I didn't do. Whereas I don't see myself. I know myself. And I know I wouldn't put you on the street about, come back in here. No, come back on the street again. Put me back in. I'm not fit to play that game with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not going to put you in a situation to be in the street like that.
Right.
My logic won't work that way. Whereas I've dealt with people whose logic does work like, I'm mad and see red at this moment, so get the fuck out. And then now you're outside. And because it's her place, just shit, you can't do shit without police getting called, you're in trouble.
Right.
And it's like, I'm cool. Like, I'm not.
Like, sometimes, let's say I had my own place and the girl moved in with me, and she told me to get out my own place. I would do that out of a sense of like, we probably here right now. I'm gonna leave. Like I do leave my name on lease and that, but I'm leaving. I can come back to my own spot.
Yep.
I'm definitely not kicking you out. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and leave because clearly you high-headed and I'm stubborn as shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and skedaddle. I'll do that tomorrow. And we can talk it out.
Yeah, because I honestly, at the end of the day, I would hate to be that nigga at the door. Baby, let me in. Please, like, I just don't want to be that guy. And I feel like you reduce your chances of being that guy if, one, you want your P's and Q's.
And your Q's and your P's. And
tell you about P's about Q's. I hear you that. But doing that, and two, if it's your spot. Yeah. If this is your spot, like, I feel like to me that's a sense of providing. That's a sense of control I don't even want to say control, just a sense of providing on my part, because you know how that goes, because even if you go to the parents and the parents have, you moved in with her, like the way the dad, if it's a dad, he's gonna be older than her, he's probably gonna be an older school dude, and he's gonna be like, oh really?
Yeah.
Like, and it's not a good look. It's gonna set a precedent in his head about you, like, oh, you bumming off rip. He gonna think that until he find out other reasons why and see logic. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, but he's still gonna look at you kind of like, all right, I guess. I usually don't want that. You just want to be like, it was my spot, and she moved in with me. I just don't see that working around LA for me.
No, I agree. I really do agree.
Yeah. I think there's a few. I'm conscious of myself. There's a few ways I can see that happen. One was she owned her spot.
Yeah. And
so I didn't own mine, and I was like, okay, and we were going to live together. I was like, well, if she already owned her spot, I moved in and took over the mortgage. Like, I mean, I moved in, we were doing this so she could buy out the spot or whatever. But even then, at that point, there will be a plan of somehow or another we get another spot that goes under me. Somehow or another, there's a point in time where I'm on a lease, I'm on something.
Yeah.
There's some type of ownership there for myself there, or we get another spot that's on me, like whatever it may be. Because I'm like, I just don't, nah.
Cause like I know some people are like that's sexist or whatever, but it's like if it's the other way around, if I had a daughter and you moving with a dude, I'm like, all right, that's cool, it's a good look. Make sure as the girl, make sure you have your things in order too.
Yeah.
Make sure that like if he paying for everything, it's cool. Make sure you stack up money, just in case.
Yeah, because if you can control, if you know yourself and can control your situation as much as possible, why would you not? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like if I can control situations, I'm not getting put out in the street for no reason. Shouldn't do that. Like if you're a female and you move in with somebody or whatever, and they own their spot, take that chance to make sure, like you said, get your shit in a row. Be stacking that money you would have used for rent or whatever, and be stacking so you can get your own or something going on, so you have ownership in something else too, and whatever. Like, cause dudes can be petty too. Dudes could definitely be like, you know what, fuck you. I want you out because fuck you. That's why.
If a man kicks you out, you should never move in. I go back with him.
Cause at that point he really don't. Cause at least like I feel like this. If I get kicked out, I have to worry about less if I'm outside at night. If I'm outside, you know what I'm saying? I have to worry about less. There's less I gotta do with. Anything I gotta worry about, she gotta worry about, and then some.
Yep.
So if a dude's able to just be like, fuck you and kick you out, he really don't give a fuck. Like, he really like, fuck you. Go outside and get hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
so I'm like, nah, like, that's like, he really don't give a fuck about you. Like, you need to just move on. But, like, I was like, nah, like, that's not, I don't know, I just fight for myself. I'll be honest with you. When it comes to that, I just was like, I wouldn't want to do that. Like, nah.
Move in with a girl.
Like, I have no problem living with a female. I just wouldn't want to.
I'm moving into in there.
Yeah, I just don't think I'd want to move into a spot that they was renting out to, and I'm not on a lease or nothing. Like, I'm like, no, I'm cool on that.
That definitely be an ego check for me. I would have to check myself. Like, yo, like, can I move into her spot?
If it was honestly for me, I know this again sounds fucked up, but if it was a business move, like, oh, like she owned her spot, I was renting a spot, she had a house, that makes sense. Like, yeah, why would you actually move into the house? It's bigger, it's more space, like from a standpoint, all the other standpoints, but you are taking care of different than third, or things got like whatever it was, you were taking care of things. Because I also, if I'm moving in with somebody, there also is this thing of trust that I obviously have with this person,
for sure.
and I would assume and hope that I had a level of understanding, or that we had a level of understanding. That's not say we, not I, but we. And we both understood that, like, we not fit to put each other out in danger and shit, and outside in the cold. So, like, we were beyond that. Like, we was beyond that scope. Unless, obviously, I fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And you get out. Like, yeah, I fucked up. Like, I kicked out. And that's different. But, I mean, so that's how I play it. Like, I play like that. But for the most part, no. But if it was like it was just, like, from a financial, like, a business move more so anything else, like, that makes sense to me. Now, all right, yeah. Like, why not? But it would definitely be like, but I would definitely have to be real secure about myself, and my ego had to be real checked, because as right now,
for sure,
it's super hard to be like, as a single dude right now, single dude with his own, like, it's hard to be like, let me go ahead and just living with this girl, moving with this girl right crap. Like, what?
I thought I was before. Like, fuck it. But,
no. You like,
What's your next question?
Old girl had said something about men can only focus on one thing. And you reacted to it. You could tell he was like a little annoyed, but you reacted. I thought it was funny.
What she said was, men can only focus on one thing at a time.
Yeah.
And what I said was, fuck you, bitch, but you right. And part of the reason why I said that is because I can't focus on, most people, all of us can only focus on one thing at a time. But when it comes to the realm of like love and affection, we're only wired to do things. We're wired to do things a certain way from like our upbringing and things like that. So if you want attention and you want motherfucking I don't know, something you want attention, but also you want to be showered with gifts. I mean, one time takes away from the other. I can't really do both. I can't give you my attention and also be my laptop trying to figure out what I'm gonna get you from Amazon. So like that was like kind of like a fucked up thing for her to say. But I'm like, you know what? You got that.
Yeah, I understood what she was saying, because in the context of what she was saying, they were at the time they were having a conversation about old boy.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't giving her attention. Like he was around with her for a while and stuff like that. Because at the time when he had linked up with her, whatever, the situation was different. And then things changed because his circumstances changed for him. His attentiveness to her changed drastically.
Right.
And so she noticed that, and so she was thinking about it and thinking hard on it and stuff like that. And that's when the girl said that. And I was like, I can definitely see that. I can definitely see how dudes, like, when we try to focus and we try to focus in. Like,
yeah,
when we get honed in, we get honed in.
He was in a position where, like, he wasn't not only happy, he was not happy with his life, but he felt like he wasn't adequate as a man.
Yep. Because the people that he loved was making him feel inadequate. Like his parents and stuff like that.
And like, when that comes into question, he was like, all right, I have to double down, I have to boss up. And especially when you're an artist, when you have to boss up like that, it's like I have to take some things don't have to go.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but some things don't have to be given up. And he understood that. He started making moves on that level. And for her, she was like, granted, he didn't communicate that well. I get on that. But for him, it was like, when it's go time, it's go time. There's really no talking. It's like, oh, this is what I gotta do. All right, say less. And that's what he was on.
Yeah. That lack of communication is super key. That's super key.
But even if he would have told her, I don't think she would have understood.
But at least I get to say I told you. I did try to explain this to you. Because at that point, cause if you tell me nothing, and then you do all this, it's like, yo, what the fuck? But if you tell me, you did try to explain to me, and I wasn't getting it, but is this what he was talking about? Was this it? Like, remember I was saying about that, this is what I was talking about, and she was like, I didn't understand it then. I get it now. I still don't like it. I might not fuck with it. But I have to respect that you did open up. That I at some point I'm gonna come around to the idea you did tell me. And to come around that you did, you at least try. You attempted to explain that to me that, hey, like, when I have it happen, when I get in the zone, I'm in the zone. I have to go, or else I can lose it. And I can't afford to lose it. Like, and she's like, oh, okay.
You remember, too, his zone's a lifestyle, though. So.
But that's part of the explanation. That's whatever that was, part of the explanation. So the thing was, when she met him versus where he ended up being, were two very different places. So you're dealing with two very different men.
True.
And so it's like, yeah, like, you dealing with a dude who knew his goal but didn't have the focus at the time.
Yeah.
Versus a dude who knows his goal and has the focus. He's got he's gone.
True.
Like, it's a nigga waiting at the bus stop trying to get somewhere versus a nigga who now has the car just trying to get to that same place. Two very different people. And so that was something I think that interested me, because I was like, damn, like, I was like, you always hear that, oh, women multitask better than men, blah blah blah, whatever, or they focus better or whatever. I don't know, but
it depends on what it is. But like, as far as that goes, like what he was trying to accomplish for himself, there was no multitasking there.
Yeah, no, it was like, because it was there. And then like how he was, for what he was doing, like, yeah, it was gonna be kind of Mission Impossible to split the two.
Exactly.
At least for him at the time, I think if he approached it a different way, maybe he could have, but because the type of thing that he was doing, it wasn't gonna be that at that time, at that point in time. And then the part that kind of symbolizes that part about men not focusing, she then further on said, even though he broke, he don't want you to help him.
That's not true.
And I thought that shit was hilarious.
That's not true. That's something crazy. Because it's like, even though he broke, he don't want you to help him. It's like, no.
That depends on the ego of the man. Because a lot of men be like, nope, like, I'm gonna figure it out. Like, I get my arms bleeding out, but I'm gonna figure it out. Like, I'm gonna get this. I got this. I'm gonna figure it out.
Alright, so like, I'm sorry, here's how it is. I want your help. I'm trying to remember how I said it last time. I want your help, but I don't know how to navigate your help, if that makes sense. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. So like, the way she was helping was dope enough. Like, cause she was like, she wasn't putting him up, but she was like, she was helping him in a sense of like security and comfort. She's giving him a lot.
I feel like that falls into one of those things of where we aren't communicating enough about like just saying that thank you, like, yo, thank you for, like, allowing me to come live. Like, I think that would help. You don't want to overdo that and be corny, but you don't want to but no, you don't want to overdo that, but you also don't want her to feel like you like you living there was just like something that was supposed to happen. Like, you want to understand that I'm grateful that I'm here, and it's being able to live here and do what I need to do is actually very helpful. So I think if hearing those words make you be like, oh, by doing these things I am helping him. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. And I think it changes things a little bit. Even if you don't hear it often, the fact that you hear like he is grateful that I do. It's like I am doing. Sometimes by not doing, you are helping. Yeah. Sometimes help is getting out of the way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really depends on the situation. But that's fucked up. But sometimes it really is like, there's something I need to do over here, and you are in the way. By moving out the way, I can get to that something and fix. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not always the case, but even but the idea is what I'm saying. Sometimes just making somebody aware that you understand they're going through something, but being aside so they can do that something is helpful.
So I had a better explanation of that, but I can't remember what it was. But no, what you're saying, I do agree with though. Like, you help whether you know it or not. Yeah. I think that's really dope.
I was at work, and right now, like with all the changes we're making and stuff like that, it's a lot to keep up with. And at one point, I remember asking boss man, I was like, hey, like I know you got a lot on your plate. You know, you can, as the boss, you can always delegate some stuff. But like, what do you need help with? And it was like, I was like they were overwhelmed. I asked them to help, and they said, I don't know. And to me, it was funny because me and another coworker asked, and he said, I don't know, and I understood that. Yeah. I understood it, but she didn't get it. She was like, what? And I was like, it's just so much stuff. It's like you just don't even know where to even start. Where do I even go? I can't even, like, me delegating would probably take away from me actually just doing it. And sometimes it needs me to think. Sometimes delegating it sometimes is the idea of this is no longer on me, it's on you. Yeah. Figure this out. Like, sometimes it is that. Sometimes it is like, okay, I'm gonna follow up with you on it, and then kind of pick up after I get everything settled out. Or can you take it for a time being? And I think sometimes what happens is we are thrown into the middle of our own shit.
Yeah.
And we just trying to find a way, trying to figure out how we can see everything, and it's hard to see. It's hard to see everything. So we're trying to get to a point where we can see everything. So I can be like, okay, I need you to pull that one there. Like I need you to get that one there. And so, and sometimes what you have to do too, like what I would do is what I find helpful, and I've seen somebody else do this before at my job is, you go, like we have a ticket system at work. So let's say I see you have a bunch of tickets. I look at it and be like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead. I can take care. I know how to do this. I'm gonna take care of this thing here. And then tell that person I'm taking care of this. Don't worry. Like, I'm just taking it. Yeah. And because sometimes it comes down to that. I'm just gonna take this and take care of it.
And when you leave somebody no option, it's like, well, all right. And basically, they left there on something else. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit. Like, wow, thanks. Like, that actually helped a lot. I'm gonna take care. I know how to do this. I'll take care of that.
Well, then the question is
okay, cool. Yep. And they're like, oh, wow. I didn't realize that was being done in the back. Like, yeah. And so sometimes it's that too. Like that's a form of help. It's just like, you don't have a choice in this matter.
And commandeering sometimes is helping.
Yeah, sometimes I have to have, but ultimately, I think ultimately, the idea of her saying it did make me laugh because I can understand why she would say because she's dealt with the stuff where like I got this no matter what, even if I'm going the wrong way, fuck you, I'm doing it. You know, like because I know dudes like that. I've been in situations where we're literally just going somewhere, and we're going the wrong fucking direction. And instead that meant we were going the wrong direction, it just kept going. And it was like, nah, like, yo, like, it's like, I got it. Like, we the wrong way, though. Like, we're literally going the wrong way. It's like, oh, okay, sure. Like, you just don't want to help. Like, okay, cool. And then happened twice in a row. Like, back to back. Like, I was like, nigga, no. Like, I'm pretty sure back there. No, it's this way. I know because it's in third. And you kept going. And I was like, nope. It says it was back 4 blocks. Back it over 4 blocks while 7 was going the first time. Oh, it's this way. Nope, back. You gotta go back down the other 4 blocks. You're not going far enough. I swear to God, bro. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, you really?
I know you're talking about, but you gotta let it go.
I was like, really? Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. And it's other times. It's not just that. Yeah. I've been all kinds of just driving with people. And it's like, yo, like, oh, I got the map drawn right here. No, I'm good. I know where's that. In the wrong spot. Like,
yeah, I'm definitely big on like. I may know where I'm going, but just confirm it with me. And like that fight, a lot of times I say is a lot of time because sometimes you like, yo, like you came from a different direction, you don't know where you're going, and admitting like, I may be kind of lost, but I think I know where I'm going, but cover my back just cause so.
Yeah, like every time you go in the movies, you're like, hey, you know, I don't know where I'm going. Hey, it's a turn right here, right?
Like, no, I do that. I find a way to like ask without asking.
Now you usually just ask me about it. You know where you're going? I'm like, yeah. Like, yeah, right down here, right?
That's our first warning of like, you know where you're going? That means that like, I don't know you know where you're going.
I'm like, yeah, this is the second time we went. I'm like, oh. I'm like, yeah, I've been down here before.
Cause sometimes like, cause sometimes in journal like, cause it says the answer of like, I thought we was going to such place, and y'all not going to such place, you're going somewhere else. Oh yeah, we going home. Like, oh, we going home? Like we was going to Tara's house or some shit. You're like, oh, I know.
Yeah. I think that's a.
Number one, if that question is I'm covering all bases. I'm like, oh, you know where you going?
Ask that question could be that. But like, yeah, but I'm like, like, oh, if we get in a car, that's a different kind of conversation. If you get in a car and I'm thinking we're going to A and you're talking going to B,
that happens.
That's a different conversation.
That happens.
That's not a where you going. It's a wait. What the fuck are we doing? That's that conversation. That's not a where we're going. That's what are we doing. That is a different conversation. If I'm talking about going to A, you talking about going to B, we not on the same page.
We not, but clearly, so I'm like, I don't want to ask where you going. Some niggas be like, yo, like, I know what I'm doing. Like, nah, I'm not asking you know what you're doing. I'm asking you, I know what you're doing. I don't.
So what are we doing first? Like,
see?
You like, oh, what are we doing first? What are we doing? Oh, okay. I thought we was gonna go here for this and third, but no. That's what I would do.
And we come to find out we missed the exit. But oh, like, are you going to a different exit? Because the exit right there we just missed. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Oh, sorry. In the middle of the freeway?
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's called freeway.
You have any more questions?
These aren't questions, just statements of things that I saw that really fucked with me in the show. When he blew off he was so focused that he blew off the that he canceled that one situation with a girl.
He was bugging when he did that.
I was like, bro, like to me there was 2 things that really made me be like, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. One was he had met obviously there's always a point in time in any other movie meeting the parents. That's not a giveaway. That's just something you know happens. So that situation, how that went, was already a sign of like that's not too good. That's actually like 1A.
Yes.
And then 1B would be having that. It was supposed to meet up again with the parents, and shit happened. That to me was like, okay, that's not gonna work. And then there was
more than one. Damn. Yeah, more than two. My bad.
That one. There was one more. There was one other one. There was another one. When he's doing the show and he gives thanks.
Oh, nigga, don't say no more. Yeah, that was bad. I mean, that's the worst one.
I was like, whoa. So those 3 things. I said it's 2, just 3 things.
Yeah.
Those 3 things. Oh, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. This is not. It's just not gonna work. That's not gonna work. So I was surprised when the movie went the way it went. But that point when I saw those things, I was like, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. But those are reasons that make me think what I think. As far as when I ask you how's it gonna go years from now and shit like that, things like that make me think about that. Like why wouldn't? Because that was fucked up. All those situations was like real bad.
I'm trying to move on to the next topic. This is actually really good. Type of question: do you think that 2 people with high demanding careers can date or be together and go the distance like Hercules?
I thought it was who ran the marathon?
What you talking about?
Who's what I went the distance? They ran the marathon.
Oh, here is a song in Hercules. I will find my way.
Oh, okay.
I can go the distance.
Really?
Yeah.
You stupid. I saw you staring and I was just like, do you see what I see? But no.
Find where I belong. The horns come in. No, do you think that? Do you think that you need 2 people with high demanding career that can like date?
Yes.
Don't know. Just all guesses.
They can date. How long they last is a different thing. So you can date, but I think you have to go in. I do think there's gonna be a lot of caveats to that relationship. Okay. If we both have careers where like I'm always on the run, this, that, and third, like you're always on the run type of thing, our relationship is very different than your standard. Our dating is very different than that of a standard in-town couple. You know what I'm saying? Like regular couple. I think our relationship looks very different. Our relationship probably looks like more like texts and phone calls, and the occasional hookup here and there, the occasional dinner here and there, and just a lot of love you too, babe, and a lot of back-to-back nights. Just like my back's towards yours, your back's towards mine, because I'm just busy. Because I don't have time to.
We got time to have sex.
We do, like here and there. It's the occasional thing. Like it's like yo, like we I in my head when I picture high demand, I picture like I have a flight like another 4 hours. I just got back from Tokyo and I got another flight and I'm back out again. I picture that. So in my head, it's like it's almost like we're not even. You're like my highest. You're like my. You're like the ultimate friend with benefit type of thing. Like, you're my significant other. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But at the same time, because of how things go, I don't have time to... I don't get to be with you that much. You don't get to be with me that much either.
I said yeah, not thinking about it, but I didn't, but I do now.
Does that make sense? Like, it's like I'm not always with you, but when I'm with you, I'm with you. That's the relationship we're going to have.
Okay. I get that. So
I think both go in understanding, but here's the thing. I don't think that would last.
True.
That's the reality situation. I don't think that would last, and even if it did, I don't think it would be healthy. I think it'd become one of those jobs where like, one of those situations where it would last until somebody lost their job or somebody's career changed, and then it would be like, well, I'm home now. What are you doing? It's like, I'm so busy, and she's like, well,
that was up.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm now I decided I'm quitting my job. You're on the go. And I was like, but you knew what the situation was, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I witnessed that at the car dealership.
Really?
There's this lady and this dude. They both made a lot of money. Both made a lot of money, and they had a kid together, and I was like, ooh, okay. So I was talking to her because I remember he was telling me how much he made, and she was telling me, you know, you get to ask these questions, so they was giving me numbers. I was like, God damn, they was making some book. They was making book, like shut down your year type shit, like shut down your next 3 years type shit. That was crazy. I was like, all right, and when we were talking and stuff like that, he was just, you could just tell. They were in a relationship, they lived together, stuff like that, but you could tell by how they interacted with one another, like, the only link they had was their daughter.
Damn.
The only that they had, I just from talking to them both, like they weren't on the same page a lot of times. Like she was more happy and cheerful, but he was more like, I don't want to fucking be here. Like, and I was like, part of it could be that he's at a dealership. The other part, like, I was like, the other part could be like, I'm giving you a great deal. I'm not really hustling you. I'm me. I'm being me. I'm not being nothing else and stuff like. Because he was laughing and cracking jokes here and there with me, but you could tell when she came up, he was talking to her. You could tell it's just like there was tension, and I was like, oh, but she was just like, oh, hey, like it felt like one of those things like he was annoyed by her, but she didn't know it. That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like, bro. That's what it felt, and I was like, damn, hear about their jobs, what they do and shit. I was like, they both have very high demanding jobs and stuff like that, and. Actually, his job paid a lot, but it's like he worked from home mostly.
Okay.
And so I think that played a big part too. He probably was home a lot. So it was like, I'm home, I'm at work, I'm not at work, I'm with her. I don't get any me time. It's just like me, her, kid, home. Like 20, and I think that can fuck you up too. So I think in that situation, imagine being in a situation like that where maybe you were home a lot, whatever. Just the idea of her, one of them always on the go, and you just kind of at home.
Yeah.
And you, like, I think I'd be like, oh my god, I don't ever get a break. I don't ever get the.
That's one thing I did. Work home more is like getting the fuck out of the house.
Yeah, that shit will eat at you, bro. That shit will eat at you. You be annoyed for no reason and shit. Like, fuck.
What do you think you feeling?
Like, what's up? Like, oh my god. Like, okay.
Let's get into What If series real quick before the camera dies.
Rest in peace, Cameron.
So you just watched the What If series.
I started watching it. Yeah, I watched it all yesterday.
On Disney Plus. For those that don't know,
that shit is fire. Cuz.
If you don't know that, but yeah. So What If is a series focused on if different options were chosen at important and seemingly unimportant moments in time in the MCU universe. I was really looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to all the rest of them. There's only like 4, I think it was.
I think there's 4 so far. I figured you would be considering like it's all about time and
yeah.
I mean just time, but like parallel universes, I should say. Universe most of the time, but universes. And so I like the idea that you're always curious of what if and to see how they come about. You're like, what the fuck? Like,
that was pretty good.
You're like, oh shit, like I didn't see that. Okay, wow. And it would make for really interesting stories. The animation is great. The fighting in it was pretty good. I was like, okay, it was mixing, bro. I was like, this was really good. I was like, oh, because I didn't know it was an animated series.
Oh, so you thought it was a live action?
I didn't see much about it other than you talking about it. I didn't really see too much. Like again, I don't really look up like when I'm outside of looking up calendars for like when something's coming out. I don't really look a lot of stuff like online. Like I'm not looking at a lot of like movie trailers and stuff. I don't really do a lot of that. Like even Shang-Chi, like I barely saw a movie trailer kind of recent. Something played it and I saw it. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. That's crazy. I wonder how this is going to be. But I'm pretty good at avoiding those things. Or they just come on and I'm like, like, you know, my mind's wanders off somewhere else. So I kind of go in like blank slate. Like I didn't know it was animated until we saw it yesterday. I was like, oh, wow, I didn't know that. He was like, yeah. I was like, oh shit. So that really geeked me up. You know, I love animated stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't like taking this stuff that's not real. Fuck out yourself. But no, like damn. But no, but I did think that was very interesting. I was like, holy cow, like how they did the different stories.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can, the beauty of these is that you can pick up from wherever, because at least thus far, no story is tied to another story. It's just like you just kind of just pick up and watch episode 2. You can start episode 2, you can start episode 3, you can go to 4, whatever you did, so you can just pick up and go. And I think that makes it great because now you can kind of just watch it wherever. Like,
right.
I kind of, let me just watch it. And I thought the animation was cool. I felt like Marvel don't miss, bro.
They don't.
Like Marvel don't be missing. I was like, it was funny. We was laughing. I was teasing about that. Like Marvel don't miss, like being real sus. But like they really don't. Like
no, they did pretty good.
Like yeah, Marvel don't be missing. This was, to me, I like this. I was like, oh hell yeah! Like I watch a movie like that animated style and stuff. I watch a movie like that. You had Spider-Man. They different animation styles, but the idea is that they're like.
Into the Spider-Man you're talking about?
Yeah, like that shit was hella good too. I could definitely watch one of those, no problem. That shit was dope. So I was, I'm all excited. I'm talking hella fast. I thought it was like really good. I was like, holy cow! And in every one, I used to just watch them in order. I don't contradict myself again, but the reason is because it feels like as they progress, they got better and better.
Yeah, they set a tone every time you watch them. Yeah. And
so as you're watching, they just get gradually better and better and better. You're like, holy cow! And so I was like, I think watching it in order definitely helps when you're trying to figure things out. I think it helps a lot more. But I like seeing I don't know if this is a giveaway, The Watcher.
You saw The Watcher, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not giving it away.
I like seeing him because my joke was that like the Watcher got to be a black dude. Like he got to be black because only a nigga will sit there see as much crazy shit as he said and not say shit. Like that's crazy. Like he's be watching like I can't do shit about that. That's crazy.
Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, that's if he's like have a quote that embody him, that would be it. Yo, that's crazy.
He like that's crazy. Like that's the Watcher's quote. Like that should be the name of his movie. That's crazy one. That's crazy two. Like the Watcher's mind was back to World Star. Like it's like all kinds of crazy shit going on. He just be like, damn. Should have did that.
It's voiced by Jeffrey Wright, and it was like, yo, that's definitely fits him.
He that boy too. I didn't give him enough credit, bro. He's that boy.
Yeah, he is.
I know we did the top 10 list though, but he might get bumped up. You know, I don't know where he was on mine. He was like number 4 or 3 last time.
I don't remember where he was.
He was kind of. I know he was like top 5. I remember him being on top 5 list.
Does John David Washington make your list yet?
I thought he was on our list, wasn't he?
John David Washington?
Wasn't he?
I don't think he should have been.
Was he on your list?
I hope not.
I thought he was on your list. He wasn't on mine.
Denzel's on our list, but I don't think John David Washington was on my list.
It was you, and then it was...
No.
Yes.
No. I was... No, close this out. I'm done with you.
It was on the list.
No.
T. Usher, okay.
Give me time, though. Let's see where we are a decade from now.
This has been... What song is that?
Drake. I don't know what song is Drake, though.
You should know, Mahogany. This has been episode... Let me try this. This has been episode 175. Hell no. This has been episode 175 of Cleaning Dishes. I want to thank you guys for tuning in with us. If it's your first time here, welcome. If it's your 175th time, or more than your first time, welcome back. Plug your shit. I was supposed to say something.
You can find my clothing at towelology.com/shop.
The confidence in promoting his shit.
tauology.com/shop. You can find my clothing there.
Ain't you got some more right now?
I do, as a matter of fact. I didn't pick that up.
Look at you wearing your own brand. Holy shit.
Yeah, the site is going through a revamp. We do plan on working that out, but please be patient. And if you see anything you like, let me know. We'll work something out.
Where can they hit you up at if they're trying to let you know that you want something?
T Us Reno Jr. On Instagram and Twitter, and Towologist on Instagram.
Bet. You can find me at Mr. Fantastic on Instagram and Twitter. You can follow the podcast on Instagram at Cleaning Dishes. You can follow it on TikTok at Cleaning Dishes Podcast. Also, look us up on YouTube. Type in Cleaning Dishes and we pop right up. Cleaning Dishes Podcast. Type that in and it will pop up. Again, this has been episode 175 of Cleaning Dishes. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Clean your hands. Be safe out there. And clean your plates. Peace.
What was that?